Are we good? We ready? My name is Madel. I'm from New York. I'm from Washington Heights. Of course, I'm Dominican. I've been in the beer industry for about 3 years now. About 3 years now. Sorry, my coworker distracted me with that one. And I don't know what else I should say. I moved from New York I moved to New York from DR when I was 15. So I've been here for over 20 years. Yeah. The experience it's been really fun. It's also been really interesting because I think we were talking about it earlier, there's not a lot of brewers that are from New York per se, so you're meeting a lot of people that come here and make beer here, but there's a few of us that are not from here, you know? But it's been really cool because I found really good community. A lot of my friends are in the beer industry and we make good beer together. So I'm happy to be here. Also, I'm happy to represent because, everybody want to be Vermont make good beer, Colorado makes good beer, but we make good beer here in New York too. So it's important to me for me to be here. You know? Yeah. I've always was a how's it made type of person. I always want to know how something is made. So I was into craft beer for a long time, and I always wanted to make it. But then I got an internship at the Bronx Brewery, and I thought I was gonna do it later on in my life, and then I got the opportunity. I'm I gotta do it now because my body's not gonna be able to do this when I'm older. It's a very physical job. So yeah, about 5-6 years ago is when I started thinking that I wanted to make my own beer because I've always been drinking beer. So yeah, that's what. So much. I don't know. I have such a love for beer. I think this is an ancient craft. This is craft. This has been going on for fucking centuries, and there's something that comes with beer. I always say beer comes with camaraderie, beer comes with conversations, beer comes with so much more than just drinking, So I think that always makes me passionate about making good beer because I always I tell people, what I like to do is talk shit and drink beer, and I get to meet so much incredible people with it. I don't know, that's what drives me to want to make beer because of the social environments. I have the best memories, drinking beers with my friends. I've made, even thinking about celebrations with my families growing up, beer was one of the centerfolds, in a lot of ways. So I want to continue that tradition. That's a hard one. I'm a lager type of guy, type shit, but I will say my favorite, I would say is a Kolsch. But I do like Pilsners, I like lagers. This is a Helles, and I love Helles. I like ABV beers. But yeah, that's a hard one. Well, this one obviously right now. Well, the Helles right now is my favorite right now. And I think we make so many good beers here that it's seasonally, when we got in the fall, I like our Oktoberfest, our Hammerfest. It's my favorite for sure. But right now I like this Helles. It was the first decocted beer we've made here. And it's so clean, and I don't know, it's so drinkable. And even the process that we did to make this was really awesome. It was a team effort with 2 other breweries, Blue Point and Alternate Ending, that's in New Jersey. And I learned a lot through the process. So it was a hard day, and then you get this beautiful product at the end. So it's this is why it's my favorite right now. Oof. That's hard. Like I said, this one is the most recent one I could think about, but I don't know, I'll just say the first time I was brewing, I'll pick that just because the first time I was brewing and I felt good at it. When I felt I could do this. It was at the Bronx Brewery. I was ooh, it felt like second nature. I don't remember exactly what beer I was making, but I remember the feeling. I had everything down packed. And my mentor was there at the time, and she was just watching me, but she wasn't even intervening. And it was the process was, oh, I belong doing this. This is what I want to do, So it was cool. It was probably work on hazy or something. Yeah, no, I was like, it's hard to pick. Because I use like Hallertau, like the one that we use today. It would be my favorite because it's a light hop. Like you get like fruity flavors, but it's like a nice peach, like stone fruit kind of vibe, and I like that type of vibe. And then my least favorite, people are gonna make fun of me for this. It's not that it's my least favorite, but we use it so much, all the breweries, is Citra, because everybody uses it. And I've used it way too much. So maybe that's my least favorite. But it's not a bad hop. Like it's a good, we use it for a reason. Yeah. But it's just like, I've seen so many fucking beers that's like Citra, 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 that I'm like, yeah, I'm over it. I think I want to make things that like, part of the, like I said, like beer has so many memories attached for me. Like I've had so many good times drinking beer. And like what inspires me to make new beer is to recreate those memories in a way. Like I want to make a Vienna lager because I like that beer. And like when I was like into craft beer, first started drinking, me and my friends would go to this bar and one of my friends is here. My friend would go to this bar and they had $3 Vienna lagers. You know, like, so we were just like going after work, like getting fucked up for $20, right? And like the memory and the beer was really good for $3. The memory behind it, I want to recreate things like that. Actually, that beer was a red ale, but still, like it's like that type of time. So yeah, like I want to recreate beers that people could drink and enjoy and like feel good about. And I want clean beer. I want to make some nice clean beer. That's like how, that's what I enjoy, you know? Yeah, like the Hammerfest one I told you about. That are like Oktoberfest beer. That's one of my favorites of the year. We make it in the summer because we let it lager for a while. That's one of the benefits about working here. We get to like sit and let things lager, which other breweries like pumping things out. So we usually do it like in August for like, no, sometimes we've done it at the end of July in order to release it for September, October, you know, like Oktoberfest time. But yeah, that's one of my favorites. Yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. Hey, that's a hard one. Actually, no, I kind of already know what my top 3 brewers. Without picking Fifth Hammer as one of my favorites, I would definitely say Wild East is one of my favorites for sure. I respect almost everything they do out there. They make really good beer. What else? Wild East. I'll do Grim for sure. And another one that I like that is not Fifth Hammer. Top 3 beers. I'm sorry. Hold up, I need to think about this. Let me see. People are gonna get mad at me if I don't fucking say them. Wild East, Grim. Oh, I like Transmitter. So I would say Wild East, Grim, and Transmitter. If not, Fifth Hammer is definitely in there. But I'll be nice. I'll be really nice because I don't know, like I feel like I said what I need to say. Like I'm just really like, this is something that I kind of like learned that I was good at later on in life. You know, I always tell people, I was like, I wish I knew about this job when I was younger. You know, like when I was like 22, 23, because when I got out the Navy, like I really didn't know what to do, you know. And I was a mechanic, so a mechanic and beer just kind of like makes sense because I'm fixing everything around here. Also, it's just like, it's almost the same physics and chemistry that you need, you know, which I didn't really understood that would match by making beer until like you find out, you know what I mean? So I was really happy about that. Yeah, just like, it's a hard job, but like, it's really satisfying. I'm really happy to be here. And I'm learning every day. And you know, when you're learning, like, it's not like boring. You know, like, I'm not doing mundane things, especially in this brewery, because we get to do everything. I've gone from, we're one of the only breweries that do cask. Like, there's a few of them out here, but cask is like a very old school way. And here I've learned to do like all the math behind it, all the chemistry behind it. And a very young brewer, for me, like, other even people that have more experience than me haven't learned how to do that. So I've been just really grateful to be here. I can't complain. I don't know. I literally wish there was more like New Yorkers that are more involved and more, more diversity, obviously. Like we're sprinkled here and there, but like, and here we're like, obviously you saw us, but like, in other breweries, like you look and you're like, and I go to these beer conventions and I'm like, I stand the fuck out, like you could tell everybody knows where I work, like, or people actually assume I don't work in beer. Some people just think that I'm like a bartender or something, like they assume. So yeah, I would want to see more like younger people get into the industry, fucking more, obviously more diversity, more people of color, more natives. That's what I want to see, like I feel like we're missing that. So, I don't know what else. Yeah, I don't know what else.